This is your girl, Jamie Reed Poetry, host of The Dirty Pleasure Show with The Dirty Pleasure Show. Now we are live. You can go to the store and be sure to unlock the 10% discount when you subscribe to the newsletter. We've got a catalog full of goodies for you. We've got 2 bundles that you want to check out, the Hot Auntie Starter Kit as well as the Dirty Bag Swag. We've got a little bit of something for everybody on this website. You can also find our social media links and how to connect with us, as well as if you want to be a guest on the show. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because season 3, if you're seeing this and hearing this, season 3 is right now. So be sure to go to the Dirty Pleasure Show and check out some information about myself, J. Marie Poetry. But you can also get a little bit more detail there and understand a little bit more about maybe stuff I hadn't said. But you can definitely see us on the YouTube channel. You can also see us little snippets here and there on the website, and then you can click on the Hear Us tab. We're on all platforms: Amazon, Audible, Apple, and Spotify, just to name a few. Be sure to go to thedirtypleasureshow.com. Now enjoy the show. Let's get dirty. What's going on, everybody? I am J. Marie Poetry, host of the Dirty Pleasure Show and owner of Dirty Words Apparel. We've got another show. This is officially Lust and Love Part 3. So if you have not checked out Part 2, well, when this airs, you should be checking out Part 2 and Part 1. Part 1 is where me and Brandy break into our results of the Lust and Love Language quiz that we're going to be talking about today. And then Part 2 is where we have guests that have talked about their results. So you guys definitely want to check that out. So tune in and definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. Right now, Brandy is driving. She's on her way to her location, so she's going to get set up pretty soon. But that is why she's not talking with us. But she is my co-host. BK Pleasure Palace is her business. She's a bedroom candy consultant. So be sure to check her out for all of your sex toys and games and things like that. So hit her up at where you see the link on her name. While we're getting started, I'm going to be introducing the guests, but real quick, I want to just kind of let everybody know again what this show is about. This is part 3 of it, but what we were doing, we're kind of dissecting lust languages and love languages. And what we did was we had ourselves, me and Brandy, the host, take a quiz to kind of give us an understanding of what our lust language is and what our love language is. And then we also had our guests do the same thing. So again, the guests are going to talk about their results and things like that. So we're going to hear from our guest today, Chris, who's going to talk about what his results were, and then we'll go from there. So let me go ahead and make sure he's ready. We're going to go ahead and introduce Chris to the viewers, let me say, and listeners, because if you're listening to us only, you'll see us there as well. So, Chris, thank you for joining us on the Dirty Pleasure Show. Pleasure to have you. Let's go ahead and jump into your results that you got for the love language quiz.
So, my results was 2 or more, or something like that. I'm not sure.
2 or more, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you're highly compatible.
That's what it says. I'm highly compatible.
Okay, so highly compatible. So let's dissect it a little bit. So, did you get a chance to read the definition of the different ones to kind of understand? Okay, so acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, and physical touch. Of the 5, which one do you think you identify with the most? And then how would you order them in order of importance, or order of priority for you, I guess you'd say?
The acts of service will be number 1. So,
okay.
And the reason behind it is I don't really believe in people's words as much as I believe in their actions. So
Okay. So, well, and then, okay, let me go ahead and get the order that you would look at that in, because I have another um, breakdown of it that says it a little bit different than what we read there, because I know that was a little limited, but I'm gonna break down what it calls acts of service on this other website, and I'll share that with you as well. But go ahead and tell me what your um, lineup would be from 1 to 5. Five being the least,
So,
one being the most. Obviously, we know is acts of service.
so one act of service. Second one will be physical touch. Third will be quality time. Fourth will be words of affirmation, and fifth will be receiving gifts.
Okay. Is there so that order that you put it in? Can you kind of give me your mindset behind that order?
So, what do you mean? Like mindset?
Let me see. Like you feel like, okay, well, let me do this. The other website that I sent the link to, it explains acts of service a little bit differently, or why I say a little bit more, it adds a little bit more to it than just believing what people say versus what they do type of thing, or actions speak louder than words. It says, let me see, that it's the physical part that like you serve who you're with. Like maybe you're bringing them, you're like somebody who does things like maybe you're the type who wants to cook dinner and cook breakfast for your lady because she gets home from work. Maybe she works graveyard or something like that, and you believe in doing acts of service like that, almost like not community service, but you know what I mean, like the act of volunteering yourself to do something for who you're with, as opposed to it just being you do what your actions speak louder than words. So I think that was just a little weird that it explained it like that on one website, but the other one goes into a little bit more detail, which made more sense to me. So that's why I wanted you to see that, to let us know if that's what you identify with once you read that.
So you sent me 3 of them? Oh, you did. Oh,
yeah.
Hold on. No, you sent me 3. I thought you only sent me the 2. But yeah.
No problem.
So if it's that definition, then it will go in a totally different order. Because
see, that's what I'm saying.
I like cooking for my lady, but I'm literally a hardworking person. I'm never at home, so it would be more of the way. I'd rather take care of somebody financially than in the words that you just said.
Well, acts of service, I don't know that I would necessarily say that doesn't fall under, let me see, the way that they explain it is basically you're taking off. Oh, okay. We've got another guest. She done popped in. Anyway, so we will. I must have guilted her ass into my active service. But I think and I'll bring her up here in a second. But I think it has to kind of also do with how did they put it? Because the way that I think financially taking care of somebody could be considered an act of service too. Because for instance, if you're paying their bills, now I'm not saying it like that, but if you're somebody who works all the time, maybe your act of service is paying your woman's bills or paying a bill or whatever it is that helps her not have to worry about that bill. That could be an act of service. So I thought it was interesting that the website kind of went more in depth than the other, but I'm glad I saw that one because it helped to clarify that. But when you talk about, okay, so now that you know that, let me ask you, how would you categorize it now? with your number one, um, what would be number one on your list from there?
So after that, it would be physical touch. So it'll bump physical touch up. Quality
The
time
number one?
second. Yeah.
Okay.
Quality time second. Words of affirmation. Then acts of service. Then receiving gifts.
Okay. So I will go ahead and introduce, since we have our guest popping in, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce her, and then we'll come back to you when we talk about the lust and love, or the lust part of it too. So she's gonna be up here too with you. If I can find my mouse. There we go. Okay, and she's also in her vehicle. Okay, Shyness.
Yes.
Do you remember what your results were for the love language quiz?
No. And I just
Okay.
did it.
I can read them off to you. So it was acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, and physical touch.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Which one did you get? Which one did you get? You said you took the test.
Yes, I did it. I did it today. I don't know.
Did you?
I think
You did it. You did it the last minute, huh?
Yeah. Words of affirmation. I just remember.
Words of affirmation.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so in the order of 1 through 5, and I'm gonna say them to you so you can tell me whether or not first of all, did that match what you thought of yourself?
Yeah, it did. Yes.
Okay, so you're big on, he has to tell you that you're beautiful. He has to tell you that you're doing a good job. You're big on that to feel loved. Okay. So when we talk about the lineup of them, would you say that is number one for you? That is what tops it?
It is for me, yes.
Okay. So let me move this thing out the way so I can get in a better position here so I can see. Okay. So acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, and physical touch. Words of affirmation being number one, what would you have for the rest of the lineup? Like, how would you order it?
I'm trying to think where I did it and to look at the list again. Words of affirmation, of course, that's number one.
Right.
What were the other ones? Let me see.
Acts of service, receiving gifts, and let me clarify acts of service. So, are you driving and you doing this? Hold on.
I've stopped.
Oh, okay.
My school. The school.
Okay, gotcha. Because I'm like, hold on. We going black and you driving. You about to have me.
I've stopped
on a whole nother mode. Okay. Okay. So acts of service, to clarify that, because Chris had an understanding of it that originally I had as well, because I thought it was actions speak louder than words as well, because one website said that it was words, actions speak louder than words. And I'm gonna share with you the link that explains that more detail, but to summarize, so we're not just reading shit off left and right. It's basically talking about someone taking something off your plate so that you don't have to worry about it. So that if it's bills, if it's taking care of the kids, if it's cooking dinner, cooking breakfast, that kind of thing, that's an act of service.
Okay.
And that's how you feel loved. So that's how you receive love.
All right. So words of affirmation, definitely number one. And then quality time for me. And then I'll go to physical touch. I think receiving gifts will be number 4, and then acts of service.
Okay. So in your lineup, what is your I guess your thought process to that? Like, let me see. Let me ask it. Let me go ahead.
So how, what, in my mind, what made me arrange it like that, correct? That's
Yeah, like
so,
why that's important to you like that.
so for me, first of all, to arrange it like that is how I also like to respond to others as well. So I expect the same from my partner. For example, now the words of affirmation, I'm a giver, and I do a lot of things for not only my partner, my family, my friends, everyone, and for them to respond with some comforting words, soothing words, appreciation, and things like that. It warms me, and it makes me feel as if I have done my part and I'm being appreciated for the things that I'm pouring out to the relationship, or to the situation. So that, number one, for me, it fills me up. That's why I chose that. And then quality time, because everyone is totally busy. And as you know, nobody has time for you. And for you to make time for me, even to take time and we speak on the phone for so long, or to make time for us to go for a dinner, or to travel together. As you know, I like traveling. For you to make time for me specifically, it means you truly want to be around me, that I give you warmth too. And I feel like whenever we are together and we're spending that quality time, that we are both enjoying it at the same time. And I enjoy that, and appreciate the fact that they are making time to spend time with me. And then I said about the physical touch. It's on very rare occasion. I'm African. It's on very rare occasion, and forgive me for any other African who's watching this, to have an African man walking with you on the streets, holding you, touching you, like when you're sleeping, cuddling, spooning and things like that. I mean, for example, when they're around, you're already the wife, for example. You already know your place. So why do I need to portray it out in the world that you're placed? I mean, so that's the mentality that is in the head. I don't know. But
okay, I get what you're saying. For African men.
Yes.
It's like, I already have you. Why do I need to keep getting you?
Yes, why do I need to keep touching you, or showing you love and all that? But it's not just that. Yes, you got me, but I need to feel like I'm wanted, and just not even. It doesn't have to be kissing, in the streets or anything, but at least even a tap or a shoulder, like, confirm, little things. Like, I'm in the house and you're passing me by, a little spank on the booty or something, just touch me.
Right. Now, I know we were talking about your mindset behind it, but I want to bounce to Chris with that, because that's a good point. When we talk about physical touch, what way do you look at physical touch, Chris? When is that considered? Is that the same way for you when you say this is how I show my lady she's wanted, she's needed, she's desired, all that kind of thing?
Yeah, the hugs, kisses, like just physical touch, any physical touch, pretty much. That shows that you're actually here. You're not just here. Just in sight, but actually in intimacy, any type of intimacy.
Okay. So in public, for you, some guys have a thing about PDA. Do you have an issue with PDA when you show your lady affection and things like that? Public display of affection is what I mean.
I do not.
You do not? This is your girl, Jamie Reed Poetry, host of The Dirty Pleasure Show with The Dirty Pleasure Show. Now we are live. You can go to the store and be sure to unlock the 10% discount when you subscribe to the newsletter. We've got a catalog full of goodies for you. We've got 2 bundles that you want to check out, the Hot Auntie Starter Kit as well as the Dirty Bag Swag. We've got a little bit of something for everybody on this website. You can also find our social media links and how to connect with us, as well as if you want to be a guest on the show. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, because season 3, if you're seeing this and hearing this, season 3 is right now. So be sure to go to the Dirty Pleasure Show and check out some information about myself, Jamie Reed Poetry. But you can also get a little bit more detailed there and understand a little bit more about maybe stuff I hadn't said. But you can definitely see us on the YouTube channel. You can also see us little snippets here and there on the website. And then you can click on the Hear Us tab. We're on all platforms, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and Spotify, just to name a few. Be sure to go to thedirtypleasureshow.com. Now enjoy the show. Let's get dirty.
Like, I don't see a purpose in having a problem with public affection. It shouldn't matter.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't know if you heard me. I'm sorry. Okay, so you heard me.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we talk about the quality time, now you being somebody who work a lot, how do you do quality time then? Or is that a complaint that you've gotten?
That's a complaint I get on multiple occasions.
Okay.
I mean, I am, yeah, like you said, I work a lot, so I have a goal I have to obtain, and quality time is not the best. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So quality time doesn't necessarily mean all the time. It's the quality of the time you spend. So do you look at that as a point too, not just the amount of time?
Right. But most people think of quality time as in how much time you can spend, not just what you're doing, but how much time you can do it, how much time you're doing it. So the problem I run into is not having enough quality time because I'm limited on time. So, but yes.
Okay. And Shyness, for you, you said that is well, I guess that ties into physical touch for you, because the way that you explained it was, it shows the desire, but it also shows the intimacy, and it kind of also sounds like the quality time could be date night, could be active service, and I want to point out that a lot of these love languages kind of run into each other, because when you think of an active service, that could also be tied to quality time, because the active service could be, I'm taking you out on a date, to feed you, that's an active service in some way, because now I don't have to make dinner when I get home because I've already had dinner, out with my guy. But it's also quality time because we're not just going out to eat. We're actually talking about our relationship or talking about something, that's intimate to us.
Yeah, but it's also as you was talking, I thought about it, because you can make time sometimes. You make time to be with your partner, but then, yes, you are there and you're expecting to have that quality time, like what we've explained the quality time means. But then the person is there physically, but is not there. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. It's just there because
I understand.
they feel that they need to be there for you because I'm here anyway, isn't it? I make time to be there for you, but they're not there.
Yeah,
So you
I
want
get
to
that.
try and do something, and it just, they shut you down, or they just there. You just can't go watch a movie, for example. Let's use a movie. You're going to watch a movie. They sleep. Okay, you go and watch a show, and you look at them and they're not enjoying it. Yes, sometimes you have to sacrifice things that you don't like. Say some people like sports and you don't like sport, and you just have to go watch a sports game because your partner likes sports. Yes, you do that, but you still have to make sure that both of you are enjoying that time if you're planning to have a quality time. Because sometimes we do sacrifice and you do something for the other person because we, as a relationship, we don't like the same thing every time. But when you're talking about having that quality time, you have to have that sync or communication, or you have to know your partner, your person, that, okay, this time is quality time. I know I'm going to do this and we're both going to enjoy it. So it's up to us to also choose at what point do we want to have that intimate quality time or quality time, or you just want to give your partner the time that he needs. You be there for him to enjoy his or her time.
So it's almost like are you saying you're fulfilling an obligation, or are you saying now this is an act of service that you're doing because you
have to? It depends. So that's why I was just pointing out the two differences.
Okay. So, let me see. Receiving gifts. How do you look at receiving gifts when you talk about that was your
My
second
last
to
one.
last?
Yes. Second to last. Yeah. Yeah,
So
second to last.
receiving gifts for you is it the thought behind the gift or is it gifts in general?
So let me think about the simplest thing, like a card, right? So when I receive a card, of course, maybe I didn't write the card physically, but the words in the card. I remember when my husband used to buy me cards, and when we buy cards, we go and read. You'll read different cards. And then you see, oh yeah, this message makes sense for what I'm trying to express myself to. So
Mm-hmm.
the gift itself, it may be, for me, it doesn't have to be something huge. It can be as little as you coming back home from work and you saw maybe I like candy, which I don't. You brought me a candy and you just gave me a
Mm-hmm.
piece of candy. I said, oh, I was thinking about you the whole day, and here's a piece of candy. You know, I like flowers. You even pluck a flower outside and bring it for me. Of course, every woman likes diamonds and golds and the good stuff, yeah. But yes, and I don't mind having that. But the fact that you
Okay.
thought about getting me a piece of candy from work, that means a lot. You know, it may be as small as that, and it means a lot to me that you thought of me the whole day, or just when you were passing by, said, "Oh, this flower my wife would really like it, or my partner would really like it." Then you grab it and bring just a flower.
Okay. And Chris, so that question to you, as far as gifts are concerned, is it the thought behind the gift or is it gifts in general that are
It's
what you would say pleasing to you?
it's the thought. It doesn't have to cost a dime. It's the thought. So I'm big on art, things that you make yourself. I don't really care about Jordans, clothing, and all that. I work too much to care about it. So if you're making it, the thought behind you actually putting time and effort into something or finding something that you want to give me, it's a thought.
Okay. So we agree then that there's just, well, I don't say we agree. We don't have to agree, but the fact that we do agree that it is the thought behind the gift ultimately that makes it be an love language rather than just gifts and there being just, that's all you get. Somebody's buying you stuff all the time with no thought behind it, then it makes it meaningless at that point.
Mm.
Okay. So, do you think, lost Brandy. She'll probably pop back in. Do you think that as you got older, that love language changed, or has your love language always? So the one that you say that, there she goes. Okay. So the one that you say that you identify with the most, has that always been what you've identified with the most, or did something change in your life that made you then think of love, or give love and receive love in a different way? That's to Shyness. Well, Chris first, and then
Okay.
we'll switch back. Sorry. I'm trying to kind of alternate. Go ahead.
Oh, ladies first. Okay. So I would say it started off as quality time when I didn't have too much that I had to, well, my goals wasn't really activated as they are now. As I got older, I wanted to complete more and at a quicker rate. So it was started off as quality time. I would say quality time first, but it changed as I got older. It definitely did.
Okay, and it changed into, which one was your title again? Or
Physical touch.
the one, physical touch was yours? Okay.
Yeah.
It changed to physical touch. Okay, when we get to the lust language, we're going to unpack some stuff there. If you need to, because I see you keep on looking to the other side. If you need to go that direction, let us know. Because you keep on looking like somebody about to run up on you. Okay.
No, I was looking at the
Shyness.
computer.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, you're fine. So, Shyness, for you, did your
Yeah, I'm making sense.
uh love language change over time, or has it always been what you've had in your mind?
Well, absolutely, it changes depending on the situation, depend on let me do this, temperature in the air. So it does change, and it was always when you're starting a relationship, it was about gifts and quality time. Then you go in, have children, and everything, things change, and then you're all too busy to what he's saying at quality time. You're too busy to do that. So what else can you cover your love language? So words of affirmation. You could be all busy away somewhere, and that
Okay.
is why I choose that, and that's why I feel that for me will cover all the times that we are not together, or times that we're not able to spend that quality time together, and things like that. So it does change. Even sometimes I feel like after a few weeks, days, sometimes even on the day, it changes.
Okay. Yeah, and I think that's something that is they brought up in the last show actually, that it's really more fluid. It's more circular than it is linear in terms
Yes.
of B. Do you agree with that? I know I wanted to get you in the conversation. I sent you a message, but apparently it didn't pop up.
I can't see it. I'm sorry. Now do I agree with what now? Say it again.
I'm done. Paying attention? No, I'm playing. What was I gonna say? Do you agree that? Oh my goodness, lost. Shy, what was you saying? Because I was gonna
Okay.
tag off of what you said.
Yeah. I was talking about the way you said is a circular and not a linear. That's
Oh,
what you were.
yeah. Thank you. Because I looked down and I was trying to see if Chris was saying something, and I'm trying to look at all this stuff. Do you agree that it's more circular, meaning it happens at different times for different reasons and all that, as opposed to it being like for you, your connected was what you got? I mean, oops, not connected.
It was. I did
Physical
get
touch was
connected.
what you got.
Yeah, I
Well,
got
that
physical
was
touch.
that connected was on the lust language one, but the
Okay, yeah.
physical touch, do you feel like it's evolving? I want to say evolving, not circular. Evolving rather than, no, not evolving. It's circular, meaning it's not one thing or the other. I'm gonna bring him back
Yeah,
in.
no,
There we
yeah.
go.
I don't
It's
believe
not
it's.
one thing or the other. It's situational, is what they were saying on the last show, and I think that's more suitable
I
because the
say
quiz.
situational.
Yeah, because the quiz is just, it's a quiz. It's online. It's something for people to do. It's a way to get people talking about the conversation. And that's all I wanted to do with this. Wasn't to necessarily box us into any specific thing, but it gets you thinking, because at one point we were thinking this was love, or this is how I show love. And now I can't show love in that same way because I don't have the time, or you don't have the money. Maybe your money is tied up in a lot of different other things. You are making money, but it's tied up in a lot of investments. It's tied up in business things. So that's another factor. You don't have the time to do it, let alone the kind of money you want to do all these different vacations or whatever the case may be, that you can't do anymore, that you could do when you didn't have all these investments and you wasn't pursuing your dreams and goals, right? That's a factor as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think, to keep with time too, because I know we got a hard stop. Lust language. I'm gonna start with Chris on the lust language. I didn't mean to break my voice. Let's start with Chris on the lust language, and then we'll go to Shy, and then we'll kind of talk about what ours was too. But go ahead.
So mine was primal.
And why was it primal?
I don't know.
Well, I won't say why. Let me not say why, because most guys I would say is primal, but elaborate a little bit.
What you mean by elaborate?
Okay. I don't want to say elaborate. Let's not say elaborate. Let's say, do you think it fits you?
It definitely fits. Definitely fits. Well, from their description, it fits. Uh, I like excitement. It's something about certain people that makes me this way. So, when it said primal, I had to actually look it up. It says prefers passion, excitement, and novelty. Blah blah blah. Right. And these type of people might be into kinks. I actually have a big kink, so I'm not gonna get into it too.
Interesting.
Too much,
okay, we can't get into it. Okay, we won't get into
not
it.
too much. I can get into it, but not too much.
Okay. What is your level of? Okay, what is primal for you? Let me say it like that.
The novelty and the excitement is more primal to me. So it's not all about having the connection to somebody. It's not all about the touch. It's more of the actions in it, the excitement of it, how it happens, what happens, how you can connect with other people without touch. That's what it's more about for me. But
okay, so would you say erotic is more like you like the eroticism of it that leads to that, or is it deeper than that?
it's way deeper than that.
Okay.
So I like mental stuff. So like
mental stimulation. So sapiosexuals and things like that is your thing. So, okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't take. I don't get connection from just touch. Some people get connections from touching somebody. That is one of the things I have to be able to do, but it is not required. I'm not an emotional connected person. I'm actually very much disconnected when it comes to touch and things like that. So it is. I'm sweating. I can't talk about
I know. I'm trying to see how much I can make you sweat, sir. You can tell. I'm trying to think of, can I ask, okay, without getting in trouble later and be like, I told you. Okay, so switching gears, we're going to stop making Chris sweat, even though I kind of like it. But shyness.
Yes.
What was your result? Did you get like a single one or did you have multiple? How did yours come out?
To be honest, once I completed it, I was rushing out. So
I'm not going.
I don't want to. Yeah.
You're rushing out.
Yeah, I was rushing out. I had to drop the baby off to school. So.
Okay. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you not see your results or?
I only saw.
Didn't finish?
No. I finished it. and I only saw the one thing I saw. It was words of affirmation, and that's what I remember.
Oh, so this one is the romantic, harmonious, connected, and primal. These are 4. Okay, I think maybe. Okay, look at the. Because I think you probably thought I sent you one link. I probably should have emphasized it was 2 different links. That's probably okay. So I won't fault you for the test results because you messed up. But
I'm sorry.
So romantic. We understand what. So I'm gonna just kind of summarize, and you can tell me which one you identify with. So romantic is romantic. I don't think we need to explain that part of it. Harmonious is one where it's like it's a team thing. That's the best way I can put it. It's a team thing, and this is, so let me backtrack a little bit. Lust language has to do with what gets you off or turns you on and off. I was trying to read I'm trying to read it. Brandy, you ain't helping me. I'm trying to read it. And I look up and your face is just like, Okay, not what gets you off in that way, but it is, in a sense, what turns you on and what turns you off. This is your girl, Jamie Reed Poetry, host of The Dirty Pleasure Show with The Dirty Pleasure Show. Now we are live. You can go to the store and be sure to unlock the 10% discount when you subscribe to the newsletter. We've got a catalog full of goodies for you. We've got 2 bundles that you want to check out, the Hot Auntie Starter Kit as well as the Dirty Bag Swag. We've got a little bit of something for everybody on this website. You can also find our social media links and how to connect with us, as well as if you want to be a guest on the show. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because season 3, if you're seeing this and hearing this, season 3 is right now. So be sure to go to the Dirty Pleasure Show and check out some information about myself, Jamie Reed Poetry. But you can also get a little bit more detail there and understand a little bit more about maybe stuff I hadn't said. But you can definitely see us on the YouTube channel. You can also see us little snippets here and there on the website, and then you can click on the Hear Us tab. We're on all platforms, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and Spotify, just to name a few. Be sure to go to thedirtypleasureshow.com. Now enjoy the show. Let's get dirty. So essentially, harmonious is like it's equivalent to the act of service on the love language side. So like they said, no, women aren't saying I get off when he folds the laundry, like I'm literally coming.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second. Oh, okay.
Wait a minute, who said that?
No, I was just double checking. I'm saying that
I'm about to say, you need to get her on the show.
No. Nobody under the age of 18 was over here.
Nope.
I'm just, what I'm saying is, it was like, y'all got me sweating, and I'm not even doing nothing wrong. So the thing was saying, like, harmonious is equivalent to the act of service, right? And an act of service is like, oh, he does the laundry, he feeds the kids, and things like that. Now, one of the things that they brought up in the last show, they were saying, well, yeah, because that frees up time to fuck, have sex, be,
Okay.
I didn't know how to. I was trying to come up with a way. My brain was like, no, we gonna say it how we thinking it. But it frees up time for the woman. For instance, if she's the cooker, the cleaner, the baby watcher, baby, take care of her. Take care of her. Jesus, babe cares for the kids. Okay, child care or whatever. If she's that woman, then him taking some of those things off her plate gives her that opportunity. So that's where the harmonious sort of term comes into play. Let me get off that. Now the connected one is the strong emotional connection where you feel safe, you're bonding, you bond over shared experiences and shared interests and things like that. That's that one. Primal is straight fucking. Yeah.
She said,
it is.
PK.
It is basically that.
She said it's
So your question to me is what gets me,
I thought hold on 1 second. This might not. Okay. So mine is, which one do you most identify with? While I was trying to read this and summarize it, I wasn't summarizing too well. My apologies on that. Romantic is romantic. Harmonious is he does the dishes and that sort of thing makes you feel turned on. Connected is the emotional stuff where you're able to express your wants and needs and be intimate and you bond over shared experiences. That's what makes you feel connected and turned on. And then primal is so I would I think it's Chris. If he wasn't here, I could probably just do like this and then just talk. But I can't because I'm looking at his face. He plays too much. So which one do you most identify with?
It's going to be different because as you explained, I was trying to put my thought process together. So I would say two. I would say the connected and the primal, because I think for me, if it goes both, I'll get there. You know, we've had these conversations when you had these other shows about sex and stuff, you know.
I know.
So for me, both of them, when they're both in there, not leaving one of them or the other, I think that will get me there.
Wait. When both are in where? What?
As in connected and primal.
Oh.
As in when both of them are in the picture, I'd prefer both of them be in the picture because, yes, as much as I like the kinky stuff and everything, but I like the connection. I want us to do things together. We sync when we're doing stuff. We're enjoying it together. When, you know, even when we're doing that kinky stuff, it has to be like, you know, we got that connection. You're doing stuff for me, yeah, like you're saying. I mean, I'm running around with the kids and every day. Today you said, you know what, girl, just sleep. Let me go and do this for me. I said, oh la la, I'll be ready for you when you get
some
back.
Pussy tonight, okay? You gonna get some. What you want? What do you want? That's true though. Okay, am I lying though? That's true. Let me be in a relationship. Let me be in a situation where my guy is living with me, and it's a team thing, and he go and cook, surprise me with a whole dinner cooked. He gonna get some guap, maybe. You know, like something might happen. So, but I mean that's our appreciation, right? That's how we show an appreciation. Like, what do you want? Of course, he's gonna say what he wants, and then you know, you give it to him. But that does.
I want to ask a question to Chris as a man. I'm sorry, you may answer it or not, and I'm sorry, it may be out of the question, but it's something that came up about the physical, what we just discussing. And I've heard it with many men or a few men before, stating that sometimes it's a man's birthday or Father's Day, for example, and the woman chooses to be all sexual and romantic and put the sexiest lingerie that they have, and they said, oh, because it's your birthday, I'm gonna do this for you, physical, you know, like sexual stuff. And the ones I'm talking about, they're saying they also want gift, or maybe they want that perfume, or they want that shoe, or they want to be taken out for a dinner, or they want that flight, you know, they want to be taken somewhere. So just the sexual aspect of you being romantic or sexy that day, it may not be enough for me. But you know, they don't say much, they just accept it, and they feel they're not excited about their birthdays or their special day, because it's gonna be the same thing over and over. You a pair of socks and sex. So
yeah. So go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, so go and go ahead. You didn't see my hand. I was like, and go ahead.
Oh, so
sorry.
Yeah. So I don't see sex as a gift. That's something that's a given, right? So this is something we do anyway. So you're gonna consider that if I give you the same in return, would you accept that as a gift? Socks and sex? You wouldn't. So it's the same thing and vice versa. I used to date somebody who did that on a consistent basis. Didn't give gifts, thought that their body was enough of a gift, and it's not. So yeah, no, I don't accept that as a gift.
Okay, but what about if we go all out? Okay, you good, Brandy. What about if we go all out and like we put on this sexy lingerie? This is not what we do every day. We put on the stilettos, the fishnets, the titties with the little stars on it, the whip, you know, whatever. We doing all this extra stuff. Is that not a gift?
So is it something? Okay, you saying lingerie? This is something that's you got a gift for yourself that's pleasing to my eyes. Yes, that is ultimately pleasing to my eyes. Correct. But at the end of the day, it's still not a gift for me, right? The thought of a gift for me, it would be something that you gave me that I cannot and then return to somebody else, right? You showing me that, oh, you're beautiful. I see this every day. You dressing it up doesn't make it more of a gift. It's the same gift again next day.
Okay.
So would it be better if then I take you out on a trip to the beach, then I wear my sexy lingerie for you?
That's a gift. We did something different, right? That's all it takes is a little bit. We did something different. You putting on lingerie, same house, same location, same everything. It's not a gift.
So I got a question, Chris. If I take your ass out to McDonald's in Dubai, and then now the nightcap, does that count?
It's a gift. You just flew however many miles away. After this nightcap, I can still walk outside and see things.
And it's Dubai. So that's the gift.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't so much as you giving your goodies up. That was the gift. It was so much of you took me on a trip. The extra stuff is just extra.
Okay. So so that's the okay. So it's the thought of the gift, but it's also giving a gift that I don't want to say can't be given again, because you can take another trip to the same place. And is that a gift?
Yeah,
or
but
is it like,
it's not something.
We doing this every time?
It's the memory. It's the memory though. So
okay.
It's not so much of, hell, you could just walk around downtown and just spend time. That is considered a gift to some people. You know what I'm saying? It's something out of the ordinary. It's not something that you see every day.
Okay. So, do you think that on the list how it has it, primal, connected, harmonious, romantic? Okay, B, can you answer this, or you still got a lot of noise?
No, go ahead. I could try.
Okay.
It's just the wind blowing now.
Okay. You probably had lawnmowers and stuff. I know. That's what it always is. Stuff like that. The bee or dogs barking. On your lust language quiz, you got what result?
I got connected.
Connected.
Yeah.
Okay. And I got connected as well. What? You said, okay. Oh, go ahead.
What did I say? Go ahead. No. What are you about to ask me?
Well, I was going to say, and Shy got connected as well. But, got connected as in that was one of her top things, but also primal. But let me ask this. You have to be connected in order for all those other things to play its part. Do you agree?
Yes.
I know us ladies do, but I'm looking at Chris's face and he's like, nope. So you don't have to be connected for the other stuff? No?
Men are not
physical.
It's not more emotion. That's a woman thing. So we don't connect things with emotion. It's just more emotion than anyway.
I mean, that makes sense.
Well, but the last show I had Jay on, and he said he had to be connected in order for anything else to happen, like the rest of the stuff to happen. So some men are different, in that way. And I wouldn't say he was feminine and feminine. I can say the word.
Like to
feminine.
Speak to Jay off of a live.
I'll introduce you. But he said that. He said that. I'm serious.
I'm just telling the truth. Like, I have to speak to Jay off of a live, because what I know some people.
I might. No, let me look real quick.
Who was? I'm not saying that he.
No, it was connected. It was connected because I remember. Yeah,
that's what he got.
It was connected. I have to rewatch the show. I'll tell you after I rewatch the show, because I thought he said connected, but it might have been primal.
Might have been primal, but he said, I feel like I got to be connected to somebody. Yeah. I don't have to have that type of emotion towards anyone to do what I need to do.
Yeah, they say that like a difference between men and women, that a man and woman can meet, and then the man just decides I wanna have sex with you. I don't know how much we can talk, but and then the woman, once the man and the woman have sex, the woman becomes so emotional and say, oh, you got my flower, and now you have to, you're my boyfriend now, da da da, they want all that, but then the man is like, okay, fuck, okay, next, done. So they don't put the emotions in it. That's what Chris is saying, because women are so more emotional. If you just do something, you're like, oh. But then with the men, like, it's just physical. I've done it. You look good, eh? I wanna have a piece of that. I have a piece of that. Okay, done. All right, let's go. Chris, is that true?
It's pretty much in the gist, yeah.
Yeah, like
the
generally.
Gist of it. Most dudes I know don't have to have a connection to lay in bed with you, and afterwards they still probably won't have a connection. They didn't do it because they had a connection with you. They did it because you look good. You was something that they seen something that they wanted to touch. That was pretty much it.
So okay. So for guys, can it start at
It seems
primal
like the
and then
connection
get
comes
connected?
later for them.
Yeah.
It
That's
comes,
what I was about to say.
like, I can grow to a connection, but it won't be through that physical touch. It'll just be through time. You know what I'm saying? Us
Okay.
growing
Okay.
together.
And
Okay,
there's no
so-
time limit on that either. Add that.
Yeah.
It could be years later, and I just now started loving you, type stuff. And
Damn.
And
The
for the
connection dropped. We got disconnected. No, his phone is acting crazy. What were you
think for
gonna say, Shy?
I was saying for the ladies, I've had these people saying a lot, and I think it's true. When you meet a guy, say even at the bar or whatever, you meet a guy, you look at the guy, you already know that one I'm gonna sleep with. That one, oh hell no! Even if they decide they want to sleep with me. So, Chris, I was saying for the women, subconsciously you already see that. If you meet a guy or if you see a guy, you already decided that one I'm gonna sleep with, that one I'm not gonna sleep with. Whatever he tries, I'm not gonna sleep with. So when somebody comes and talks to you and you feel like some type of way, like because you already looked at them and already said in your mind, I'm never gonna sleep with them. So whatever they're saying, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So this is a question then. So women, we've already fucked you,
Yeah.
slutted you
Let's
out,
play
whatever
that.
in our mind
Yes.
before we even introduce ourselves. If we see you and you are our type, then it's already on and popping in our head. But in the physical world, we can't do that because there's that emotional block.
Yes.
That we have to be emotionally connected
Yes.
or have that connection where we feel like our emotions can go there before we then do what's in our head that we done already done.
but that's not always the case though, because I done seen plenty of women have one night stands, and that you can't have a connection right then and there, right?
Yeah, it's not connection. It's just the thought process. So it's one night stand. I looked at you. I was like, I want a piece of that. Then I'll have you. So it's one night stand. Yes, it could be you're having it that day. It could be you want to play hard to get a little bit, just to to think that the guy thinks that you're prim and proper, but you're not. You're really slutty up here. But either way, when I look at you, I already decided up here, I'm either gonna have you or not. Whether it's that day,
And that's the mental part.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Mentally, we mentally.
My mind runs wild.
Oh,
Yes, mentally. My mind runs away. The imaginative part of me comes out in my mind.
But in the and then in the reality, it's like, no, we can't do that because that's not ladylike.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
not
Yes.
proper.
But we can get
Until y'all get to
unladylike
know
with
each
the
other.
person there we go. There we go.
So y'all get to know each other.
Exactly.
And then the times you say, "Fuck it, let's go."
What'd you say? I just heard you laughing. What did you say, Shani? She just can't repeat it.
I said sometimes you've already seen it, and then the guy comes and just say hello. I say, okay, let's go. Let's go.
No. We're ladylike. We don't do that.
Not at all. No.
No.
Mm.
No, we at least don't answer our phone and text messages for a while. You know, to make it seem like, you know, we are busy and not thinking about it or whatever. But
knowing damn well we're not. But yeah.
Exactly. We looking like, ooh,
you're ripe and ready. You're ripe and ready. Let's go. But you know,
exactly
the one guy that will tell you, just whisper in your ear in some type of way. You're like, oh, okay, I can't be ladylike over here.
And you know they kryptonite. You be like, no, bye, yes. Bye. I will see you later.
Yes,
bye.
You whisper the right thing.
Exactly. Don't let them catch you slipping, because you're gonna be slipping. But let me see, what else did I have? I done went off. My mind went somewhere else. What was I about to say? I'll ask the shyness, and then I'll ask Brandy again, just so we can talk about what our ranking. Because I know it's a circle type of thing too with this. But do you feel, shyness, that connected has to be there for the other things to be there for you?
I believe that, yes.
Okay. What way do you think your order would be with that?
Oh, so connected, then primal, definitely. Yeah. And then, let me think. Romantic.
Romantic. And then harmonious.
Yeah. Because we're not the same people, and sometimes opposite attract. So you cannot be always harmonious together. So yeah, that's the last for me.
Okay. And Brandy, how would you, after you're connected, how would you look at it?
I can't remember what I said last time. It would be connected, harmonious. I want to say romantic and primal are kind of, I don't know, connected and harmonious definitely has to happen before primal. And I might just be ass backwards. I can't remember what I said last time. I'll say primal then romantic. I'm not sure what I said.
Okay. For me,
but I know connected and harmonious, it has to be primal. Go ahead.
Okay. Connected, primal. Well, let me say primal and romantic can kind of go hand in hand. Why I say this? Because I've been connected in primal, and the dude not be romantic at fucking all. And that be a turn off. But he was slanging, and his thing was doing what it needed to do. So that did not have a lot of, it killed a lot of frustration in that area. Let me say that. And then the harmonious, I think plays a big part to me, because I think that's like the tail end of it. Because once you have all the other stuff, and romantic, it's kind of like hit or miss. But if you're harmonious, then folding the laundry and taking the kids, cleaning the dishes could be romantic for me. So it could be like, just the fact that you did that could turn me on. Like, ooh, he's gonna get some because he cleaned the entire house. I'm just saying, if it's something you don't never do, first of all, I'm gonna be like, what bitch was in here? Because if you ain't never cleaned the entire house, I might have some questions. Like, what are you hiding? Because why did you clean up the entire house? That might be my question. But it is time to stop the show, and I was trying to stop it faster than right on the dot, but I do want to stop the show, and not sorry that it's abrupt, but I got another meeting to get to with work and everything. So yeah, I want to say thank everybody. Sorry, because I looked, I was like, oh shit. I want to thank everybody for participating in this. Please follow thedirtypleasureshow.com or go to thedirtypleasureshow.com and find how to like, follow, and subscribe to us. And subscribe to us on YouTube if you're already here. Chris, did you have anything you wanted to add? Any businesses,
No.
promotion, anything? Nothing?
No.
Nope. Okay. The drug testing? No, I'm playing. Okay.
No.
Any businesses? Any businesses you need to promote or anything?
For me?
Yeah, any businesses?
Yeah. So if you want to start a business, LLCs, your taxes, you haven't done them yet, I'm here for you. I'm certified for the all states. So let me know.
Do you have a website or anything?
global-services.us.
Okay.
Service.
Okay. And that's where they can go get their taxes done and start a business and all that.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay. And then, and you do business credit too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So check her out for all that. Brandy, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just your bedroom candy consultant. I sell the sex toys and the makeup, but the sex toys I like to talk about a lot. So I am also the co-host of the Dirty Pleasure Show, and it was great to hang out with y'all today. I'm glad I made it.
Yes.
That's gonna be awesome.
Okay. So thank you all for tuning in. You all have a great whenever you see this evening, weekend, day. Peace. This is your girl, Jamie Reed Poetry, host of the Dirty Pleasure Show with the Dirty Pleasure Show. Now we are live. You can go to the store and be sure to unlock the 10% discount when you subscribe to the newsletter. We've got a catalog full of goodies for you. We've got 2 bundles that you want to check out, the Hot Auntie Starter Kit as well as the Dirty Bag Swag. We've got a little bit of something for everybody on this website. You can also find our social media links and how to connect with us, as well as if you want to be a guest on the show. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because season 3, if you're seeing this and hearing this, season 3 is right now. So be sure to go to the Dirty Pleasure Show and check out some information about myself, J. Marie Poetry. But you can also get a little bit more detail there and understand a little bit more about maybe stuff I hadn't said. But you can definitely see us on the YouTube channel. You can also see us little snippets here and there on the website, and then you can click on the Hear Us tab. We're on all platforms, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and Spotify, just to name a few. Be sure to go to thedirtypleasureshow.com. Now enjoy the